always get rid of it. Don't matter what kind of sawmill you got.
There he goes.
Most people have probably never seen a sawmill like this before. This is a mobile dimensional sawmill. It's nothing new. It's been around for a long time, and it actually has a lot of advantages over the modern day sawmills that have all the computers on. There's actually a few versions of this sawmill. This is the hydrostatic version, which means you can stand back here and pull this lever back and forth and control your feed rate, and also bring the mill back to you once the cut is done. And one of the best features about this sawmill, friends, and probably my favorite thing about it, it leaves these nice circle saw marks on the lumber. That gives it character right there, and it's truly hard to beat. There's a lot of history behind this sawmill right here. It's actually been around since the late 60s, and they're still producing them today up in Oregon. And if you want one of these, you can still order one. I'll leave links down below in the video description to their website. If you're looking for a mobile sawmill, or you just want a nice old school circle mill, I'd give these guys a good hard look. All right, friends, that's enough about that. Let's fire up the mill and work on this poplar here. I started this one in a previous video, and it shouldn't take long to work our way down and finish it up. All right, guys, let me share a few things here. I've been sawing some 2x6s, and these are store-bought 2x6s. They're not nominal. This is actual size, just like you would get at the store, 1.5 by 5.5. Sawmill's running really good today, guys. I put a fresh sharpening. Where's it at? My goodness, it's down here. But anyways, I sharpened up the bits this morning. Got them really good. And this saw just humming through this poplar. And Willie is still down here with me. He's been down here all day. How we doing, buddy? It's just about dinner time, ain't it? I think Hank is over here by the toolbox. Let's see here. Yep, there he is. Hank has been down here with us all day as well. Hey there, buddy. It's almost dinner time, ain't it? You guys come up to the house here in a few minutes and I'll hook you up. So anyways, the sawmill's cutting really good, and to be honest with you guys, I'm really feeling comfortable with this sawmill. I've been sawing up a lot of logs here recently on it off camera, and I feel like I'm really getting the hang of this circle mill and all the benefits you can get with a mill like this. I really like it. And even though our sawing technique on this mill is a lot different from the band saw mill, because you can't turn this log, you still want to make sure you get rid of the pith. That last cut I made, you can see the pith right there. You can see it running all the way through that board in that direction. That's why you get rid of the pith, friends. It is junk right there. Unstable, it will crack. It will rot on you before you know it. This right here is firewood, guys. Always get rid of it. Don't matter what kind of sawmill you got. So guys, this right here is kind of a short video today because I've got to head down the street with my tractor and help a buddy of mine do some bush hogging. He's got a really big field he's trying to work on, and he don't have a cab tractor, and I thought I'd come down there and help him out today since I do have the cab tractors. So therefore, we're gonna close down, and I'm gonna head down there and help him for a few hours. But the video's not done yet, and this is actually the last installment of this old footage that I found a few weeks ago. And if you guys haven't enjoyed this old footage, I'm sorry, I apologize in advance, but I had to get it put out here because if I didn't, it would just be on my computer forever, and I really want to put it out there for people to see that find this channel in the future. So the rest of this video, guys, is the last of the footage from that computer that I repaired a few weeks ago. I hope you guys enjoy it. But up next on this channel, we're going to come down here and finish up this log, and we're also going to throw a really nice walnut on the band mill over there. And I also have some really big news, guys. I mean, big news. Maybe the biggest news I've ever had on this channel since I started it. And you guys will find out about it here in just a few weeks toward the end of August. But if you're on Patreon, you'll find out about it way before then. So if you want to find out about that now, you can go join Patreon. There's a link down below in the video comments. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You'll just have to wait till the end of August. But it's a pretty cool announcement, guys. It is huge. It's the biggest change I've ever done here as far as my videos and business goes since I started. So anyways, guys, enjoy this footage here, and I'll see you back here on the next video. And like I said, this is the last of the old footage. Once this is done today, we finally worked through all that, and everything from here on forward will be nothing but new stuff. So guys, once again, thanks for watching. If you don't care, hit the thumbs up button, hit that hype button, and watch this footage right here to the end if you don't mind. That way YouTube will kind of push this video out for me just a little. And thanks in advance on that, and I'll see you back here on the next video. All right, friends, right there is the log we're going to be sawing up today. But before we get started, I need to finish up this white oak, doing 5/4 on this one. right, friends, we got some fresh coffee, a new log on the mill. But what did you guys think about that white oak? There's nothing better other than walnut than white oak, in my opinion. Walnut's my favorite thing to saw, but white oak is number 2. And those medullary rays on those last few boards, guys, were spectacular. I'll be saving those for my own projects here in the maybe late summer. I'll air dry these for a few months and we'll put them in the kiln. And maybe by first of summer, midsummer, depends on the moisture content, those will be ready. Probably midsummer if I had to guess. On the sawmill, guys, we got a hard maple, and this is going to be a good one. It's been on the ground for 3 years. 3 years. I bought this from a sawmill last year with some other maple that he had, and he told me it had been on the ground at his sawmill for 2 years, and it's been over a year, so 3 years. And guys, judging by what I'm seeing here, the bark is gone, the outer layer on the end grain, what I'm looking at, it looks like we're going to have a ton of spalting on this log. If it turns out that the spalting is really good, we're going to do 8/4. If I open this log up and I'm wrong about it and the spalting's not really as noticeable, we'll do 5/4 boards. But I think we're going to be in good shape. Usually a log, to really spalt really good, it's usually in my experiences, it's different for everybody in the region they live in. Usually 3 to 4 years is a good spot for a lot of spalting to happen on your log. This one being 3 years and being a smaller log, it has a better chance to spalt more because there's less material to spalt, if that makes sense to you. A bigger log takes longer. Smaller logs don't take as long. We got a little bit of taper in this log. I'll probably use the toe boards on the operator's side. I'll raise it up about 4 inches, get that pith lined up for the first cut. And this right here, friends, may be a jaw dropper. I tell you what, I got a good feeling about this log. On the sawmill, we got a Joe Main Silvertip Turbo 7. If you want those blades, friends, give him a phone call. His cell phone number is down in the video description. So let's open this one up, guys, and see how she looks. I got a real good feeling about this one. If this log is a total disaster and it's not spalted, I'll edit this stuff out and you guys will never hear me brag about it. That way you won't think I'm wrong about this log. Because YouTubers are never wrong. You know how that goes. We're never wrong. Says no one. 2 more things here. We'll get started. Number 1, thanks to everybody on Patreon for supporting me here in the channel. I really appreciate it. If you're interested in Patreon, there's a link down below. You get to see the videos 24 hours before they go on YouTube without any ads. And I also put in the description on Patreon with the video how much these logs are costing me. So if you're interested in that and supporting us here in the channel, you can do like $1 a month. It's really cheap. It's not expensive. There's a link down below. And number 2, I will have some more lumber on my website probably around the middle of February. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully some more sassafras. That stuff sold out really fast. I really appreciate everybody that bought some. Thank you guys a lot. Use my measuring tape to point. Now once I get through the log and I get rid of the pith and I start working through the other half of the log, I flip it over. And the reason being, down here is the bark side of the tree that's laying on the sawmill bed, and it gets more narrow the more cuts you take. And when you start doing that, you start losing clamping area, especially on this back side over here, and it starts to push the top of the log over here on the sawmill track, and sometimes it will actually hit your saw head as it comes down through here. So once I get to this point and the pith is gone, I flip this over, put this face on the bed, and that gives me, this is 17 inches wide. It gives me more area to clamp, and it also puts the narrow end, or the narrow side of the log, right here in the middle and not over here on the side. So it's a lot safer, and it makes it a whole lot easier. So once you get past the pith, try that the next time you're live edge slabbing a log and flip it over. It will be a whole lot easier to clamp. So judging by our thickness here that we have left, we'll probably get 3 more 8/4 slabs out of this log, and they're looking pretty good. There's a lot of ambrosia in here. I didn't expect to see that today. A lot of ambrosia. Right here we're looking at almost 17 inches wide at some points. That one right there is 17.5. When I say ambrosia, if you're not familiar with that, there's an ambrosia beetle. And when it gets inside of a maple tree, it makes these little tracts that kind of have a reaction with the wood grain. And you can see their tracts where they travel. And that color discoloration, if that sounds right, is what people call wormy maple or ambrosia maple. So the ambrosia beetle causes that. And that same ambrosia beetle would get into a box elder, and that's what causes the red streaks in box elder. So you learned something today. Stick around for more. You never know what I'm going to talk about on this channel. So let's flip this one over, guys, get 3 more slabs. And even though this is a light colored wood, we'll throw some water on it, make some of you people happy that's been complaining about the lack of water on slabs on this channel here lately. So let's get back to it and finish this one up. John, you're going to move out of the way, buddy, because here in a minute, this sawmill is going to be coming down through here. You got something on your head. What is that? Oh, don't move. Don't bite me either. Come here. I'll have to get Mama to look at you later. What that is. All right. We'll look at John later. You guys hang in there. Let's open up this maple and see what it looks like. Come on, John. Get off there. these slabs are width 23 inches, 25 inches right there, so that's really good. Nice wide slabs. Now, I know you guys can see this. There's a lot of washboarding on this slab. Here's the reason why. Number one, I need a new blade. It was getting kind of dull right there toward the end. And number two, when I make these wider cuts on these slabs, I tend to go slower so I can keep it nice and flat. I could have sped my feet up just a little, but you have the risk on these wide cuts with a faster speed rate with a dull blade on taking a dip. And I like to keep it as flat as I can. And this does not really mean nothing as far as the quality of this slab. After this air dries, goes through the kiln, then gets flattened, this stuff's gone forever. So my main thing is on a slab, I like to keep it flat. If I can keep it flat and still have some washboarding on here, I don't mind. You know, if there wasn't any washboarding, that would be even better, but for the reasons I've already explained, that's why I get these a lot of times on these slabs. But they're nice and flat, so I'll take that any day. Alright friends, got some cedar on the sawmill, and for those of you that like to argue with me about cedar, it's juniper as well. So I'll meet you in the middle right there. A lot of guys get mad when I call this eastern red cedar, and they say it's juniper. And I think they're right about that, to be honest with you, but everybody here calls it red cedar. So that's what I'm going to call it on this video. Eastern red cedar or juniper, whatever you want to call it. Down here we're looking at 15 inches. That's good because I want to get some 2x8s out of this log. And this is the large end though, so hold that thought for just a minute. I can measure, okay, we're at 14 inches down here. So if there's no large voids in this cedar and everything goes as planned, which it never does, we should get some 2x8s out of this. And the 8 inches is on the width. I want to get a true 8 inches, but the thickness I'm good on 1.5 inches. My dad needs some raised bed gardens, or raised beds for his garden. That sounds a whole lot better. And red cedar is a good candidate for that because it's pretty rot resistant. So we should be able to get some out of this. If I start seeing a lot of voids or some just gnarly sapwood on the outside here, we'll probably do 2x6s, 1.5 inches by a true 6 inches on the width. And he can still build some raised beds out of that, but 2x8s would be better, but see what we can do. I think these are just over 8 feet long because I did cut these the other day. Yes, 8 foot 2 inches. And two more things here, guys. On the sawmill, we got a fresh blade. That's a Joe Main Silvertip Turbo 7. If you guys want to try those blades out, you know what to do. Give Joe a phone call. His cell phone number is down the video description, and his company also has a Facebook page now, so go follow it as well. There's a link down below to it if you want to check out some of their stuff they're offering maybe. I don't know what they're going to do on their Facebook page, but I did see where Joe started promoting that the other day. So if you are on Facebook, give them a follow and you may see some sales or some information on their blades that I don't have. We're not going to be dragging boards back today because all those maple slabs are on the drag back table. I'll probably stack those tomorrow. I would stack them today, but I want to get done by 5 o'clock and get one more log done for the day. So that's why we're not going to be dragging any of this wood back because there's nowhere for it to land. So I'll be walking over here and taking the slabs off manually, which won't kill me. I need the exercise, and I'll throw them back here on the sawdust pile. So this should go pretty fast. Cedar is a good wood to saw up, especially on a big mill like this. It flies right through it. You're only, well, there's two things I look for in cedar. Number one, I look for voids and rot, because you will see that in cedar a whole lot, at least our cedar around here. And number two is nails. You never know about cedar. A lot of it comes from fence rows, and if it does, you'll find some barbed wire inside of it and nails a lot of the time. This came from a logger who got it from the middle of a forest because he was clear cutting and ran into some cedar, and the landowner wanted the cedar cut as well, so he cut a bunch of cedar out. So based on that, we should be okay on metal. Famous last words. We should be okay. Let's get this one done, guys, because I've got to finish this up, grab a shower, go to a family function, and also grab some dinner. I've got a lot to do this evening, but we're going to finish this one up first. You guys hang in there.